But yeah, I'm not actually going to use that because that's a bit mad.
Bye.
Yeah, I think that is a bit mad. But
I think that's a really good
Do you know what isn't mad? And also, I'm super, super here for all those ladies at brunch on Saturday whipping out those lactose enzyme tablets
the bloating
and the
relief.
anti-bloat stuff.
Bloating relief.
These women had all these remedies for anti-bloating
No,
while
like,
you're out. And you know,
it's
if you
just
have
called bloating relief.
cheese, you take this tablet afterwards and it gives you the enzyme to, like,
Oh yeah, you
break
can
down the cheese.
You can have those if you like cheese to that extent.
Imagine all these people know me as a lactose intolerant person that is obsessed with cheese.
You're
And nobody...
You're lactose intolerant?
Shut up, man.
I'm not joking.
I mean, I'll give it to you. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Because I'm lactose intolerant, and like whatever I don't eat, I just give to you, and you're like, yeah. But
Every time we have cheese on my thing, I say out loud, I'm going to pay for this, but I don't care. But all these women just whipping it out.
Yeah, you can get, depending on how
smart.
severe you are, will depend on how much those pills work.
I've been struggling this whole time. I get out a rash and...
So you know what? If I take a couple of those, I could do like a Julia Fox and wear some low-rise jeans.
Never.
I
wear
prayed
a
they
crop
would
top.
never come back.
Does she have another outfit?
No.
Low rise and a crop top.
Do you know what's so weird? If she was to walk past me, my point of reference for who she is the
Would be
low-rise jeans.
Yeah, it's the
not her
low-rise
face.
jeans and the crop top.
And
if she,
her
if she
makeup is
wore-
mad though.
Like bad.
Like a child's done
Oh
it.
really? I just haven't really deeped her face.
Pat McGrath.
Well, it's because I keep seeing videos. And she's like this.
Pat McGrath got big products.
Sorry.
Wait, who's Pat McGrath?
Pat McGrath, she's
She's a celebrity
black-
makeup
She's
artist,
like,
but now she has her own makeup brand. But it's very like runway
it's
makeup.
to be fair, that's a good point because
Scurry.
Julia Fox's makeup does look very runway
Editorial.
But the thing is,
Yeah, but like
outside
it was
of
from
that,
last night.
she woke up and she was like, ready to hit the runway.
Oh, it's
But-
still on. I could
to me,
I could work this.
her face and her BBL don't give me runway vibes at all.
Oh, she has a
She's got a
BBL.
BBL.
Yeah, she has BBL.
She's a BBL.
Where?
That's how she got famous for her. Like, if you watch Uncut Gems, there's like a gif that went viral from what.
She's got a BBL.
Like, it's like her. Even I don't know. She's in like a brown knickers. She's like pulling pants on, but yeah, she has BBL. If you look at her stomach, she has like the classic BBL belly button. Like,
Oh, I've never really
What's
deeped
BBL
it.
belly button?
So that's
You know
effectively,
that BBL
that's why she's
belly.
wearing that crop top and low-rise jeans because she wants to get her money's worth.
yeah, she's got a BBL. Like,
You
can
could
see
not
her
pay me
before and
to put on
after.
low-rise jeans. You could not pay me.
And leave my yard? No. Absolutely not.
I wouldn't even want to sit around like that. I'd just feel so shit. I'd just be like, wow.
I don't think it will ever go well for me if I put on low-rise jeans.
I just don't think they should have ever been made.
No.
Who said that should be a thing?
It's when everyone was
Literally.
starving themselves back in the day.
Only
Oh.
like your
People were doing up,
J-Lo's.
like,
Well, people
grapefruit
like to
diet.
eat now.
We eat, like,
Grapefruit diet.
I just can't.
cracker a day.
Oh my
Popping
god.
bloating
Zab
relief.
and all them lot love
Cigarette and a
low-rise.
glass of wine.
Yeah. Now we got vape pens. Every time
They
I'm
are
hungry.
on the streets like crack, bruv.
Right.
Oh
You always see them. You
Oh
just dash them when
my
they're done. The ones that are like one-time use sort ones.
They got like kazoos in it.
Yeah, they do.
I would say, oh, there's them little youths with kazoos.
It's so funny, like, on the bus on the way to work, I pass a college and, like, they're all vaping, like, after school, like, all of them.
I just find
All
it
in
so
schools.
cute.
In school
They're legit
uniform?
In school uniform, like,
How old just reach 5 of them?
you have to be
16.
18. No, you have to be 18.
Yeah, but if you go to the
17,
Boss
yeah.
Man shop,
Oh,
they're
you're-
not.
yeah.
They're not
Boss Man don't
ideal.
care.
Boss man don't
Right, guys.
Speaking of boss man.
Obviously, yeah, speaking of boss man, everyone has a good boss man, but this one boss man was booky, right? So, man had red wine on the shelf,
Yeah.
and I didn't drink it, but someone drank it in it, and it was running through them like, yeah.
What do you mean?
I don't understand why I'm telling this story.
Wait, I don't know how we got here.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm telling this story.
That's fine.
Wait,
Yeah.
at home on the shelf or
No, they bought Bossman red wine,
Right.
oh,
they
from
drank
Boss
it.
Man?
and it went straight out. It went straight in.
I mean, red
straight
wine,
out.
you can store that on the shelf, right?
For a while, yeah.
For a while.
Yeah, but then you know if it tastes like vinegar.
Yeah,
It
when
You
it's
should
getting
know.
When you open it, it's
I don't
time
know.
to-
I didn't. It wasn't
time to
happening,
cook.
but yeah,
Time to cook with that. It's red wine vinegar now for cooking. So,
quite literally.
yeah,
Ready,
pretty
steady,
much.
cook. I God.
But yeah,
I thought you were going to talk about other boss man.
I thought you were segueing. I'm not gonna lie
I
to
thought
you.
she was
I thought. Did you
segueing.
all think you?
And then we hit red
And I
wine
was
running
like,
right through, and I was
shit.
like, huh?
What
You're
we
off
can
segue
do-
duty for this rest of this episode.
Boss man
Sorry, I honestly, Bossman Shimon.
But do you know what? Before we even get to talking about boss man, can we discuss Kanye, please?
I'm not up to date.
You're not up to date.
Like it's muted.
Look,
like
Kenza.
I just-
Kenza's
There's
already
not
done.
really much to say.
he's
is
not
it?
well. He's not well. He's not well.
Yeah,
Because that's
like,
it.
I feel like, and this could, wow, I'm looking right at him, like, right now. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
No, I feel bad because, and this is coming from me, and I say a lot of provocative things anyway, but I actually feel bad talking about him because it's like he's obviously very mentally ill.
Yeah, he's not well.
Yeah, he is literally unhinged. But at the same time, like, there's this whole split on Twitter of people being like cheering him on, finding it funny, which to a certain extent, obviously,
It's pop
for
culture,
people like us,
basically,
we're on Twitter for the gifs and the memes and the jokes and the bants and whatever. But this is a woman literally getting publicly harassed, like publicly harassed by an ex, and it is crazy. She's just going about her business.
Do you know what I think's more crazy? That you've got Julia, who was with Kanye up until yesterday, was just there chilling. Could you imagine, right, if you were seeing a guy and every day my man's begging for his ex back and you're still there, like, vibes.
She's so willing to be on the
Literally.
come up
But
that
they
she
just-
went.
Oh no, but they were.
They knew that.
She was very open about them being in an open relationship the whole time anyway.
Okay,
so
fair.
she wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah,
anyway.
but at the same time, in those videos, you know, that he released with chilling with all his new best friends or whatever,
Yeah.
everyone just looks a little bit off their nut.
Mate,
Like,
that
no
literally
one's
gave me
on the right
second
track.
year
PTSD.
afters
Yeah,
vibes, like,
yeah, it was a bit mad.
people were like, it
8
literally
a.m.
took me back.
It was literally
You're in the
just
basement
vibes.
of someone's Hyde Park house.
8 a.m. post people work. You
people
don't know how you
post
got
Post
there,
people wear.
whose house you're in. Some cunt's DJing in the corner.
Try to be like.
Honestly.
And everyone's just vibes.
It's
It was
Everyone was
scary.
rocking back and forth.
Yeah.
It's scary that no one's getting these people help. Like,
Does anyone not think it's like even more mad that these people are like 40s?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then
I
that
think
was the
that's
majority
the
part
weird
of
bit.
that. That was the
Absolutely.
majority part.
They're not
And
like,
I'm like-
18 trying to find their like,
I'm like-
feet. They're grown ass
I was like,
people.
you were grown ass people like
Yeah.
Madonna, blood clot.
Big woman.
that lady,
Granny.
Should you not be
I
knitting
say
a
lady
jumper
as
somewhere?
as a sign of respect because she's so old. Like, she's literally about 70, isn't she?
What
She
was
like Cher's age.
I think she's older.
I think she's
Cher.
older than
She's
Cher.
older than
She's
Cher.
got
Cher's
a knot in the
old
back
as
of her
fuck.
head where she's had so many
Sorry, I
facelifts.
thought Cher
You
was
just don't
late
know.
60s. Am I wrong?
No,
I think she's 70 something.
She's 70.
Okay,
Kris
so then-
Jenner's late 60s.
Oh, okay. So then I think Madonna's probably around the same age.
This
as Cher.
sliding scale of celebrities.
Yeah, that's
where
kinda
you
like-
just can't tell.
That's how I like trying. And like,
The Real Housewives are 50s.
yeah.
But to be
50s,
fair,
40s, yeah.
She must be really old. Because I remember. Do you remember when she did that performance and she dropped? She fell over.
And-
I thought that was it. Curtains.
And they thought
I thought it was
she's
curtains for
popped
her,
it.
but
That's
but she
it.
still bounced back,
Bounced,
and she was old
That was
then.
a wild performance.
Yeah, but she-
I
yeah.
don't want to remember that.
Was that the Brits?
What was it the Brits?
Did she
It
randomly
wasn't the
perform at
VMAs.
Brits?
Who was she up there with someone?
She
Or-
was on. They had
Or
this
was it one of her
on.
background dancers?
No, she was
She-
on there with this harness.
On this, she was on this weird like podium and she had a cape.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
club.
And I
like,
think she
Yeah, but I
was
think-
trying to
I
do a
thought-
trick
I thought the
and it
cape.
got caught.
I thought the cape got caught.
yeah.
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 I thought
Yeah.
she stepped on it.
Too much going on.
I honestly
that's
thought
why.
I thought it was
She didn't
curtains.
I
was
thought
like,
it was
that
a
is-
fan. I thought she got by a fan. See, it was that reckless. Nobody can even pinpoint what exactly went
really
wrong.
chaotic,
There's
to
so
be
much going on. But yeah, I just think that's wild. And then obviously everyone's trying to back him because he wasn't invited to the birthday party. Are you inviting this Don to the birthday party?
If that was the father of my children and that was his behaviour, you're obviously not coming to the kid's birthday party.
No, we can set up a date.
Yeah,
I'll
but
even
not
put the
that.
kid's birthday party not on their actual birthday, so you
Like,
can spend
we'll
the
figure it
birthday
out.
with them.
Like,
Yeah.
You're not gonna do that.
But like, wow.
And I feel this might be a reach, but I feel like he's really going for North. Well, really, North is the one that's
Yeah,
getting the most
yeah.
crazy dad
Yeah.
Kanye right now.
Yeah.
She's gonna remember it the most.
I think as well it's because she's the oldest to actually understand. So in his mind, he was like, well, you're the oldest, so technically you can make a decision.
Yeah,
wanting to go with mum or dad, and that's that's
or even put a word in. For
yeah,
you.
Yeah, basically.
Put a word in for your dad. Infiltrate.
Oh my God. Shout out to all the dads who do that before they drop the kids off. Actually, tell they get a good time,
Yeah.
Sorry, but do you know what I was crying at? He's been calling Pete Skeet.
That message.
I genuinely thought that was a typo because he was typing so vigorous. I thought, but then I'm seeing it everywhere now.
Very intentional. Very intentional.
Do you know it's so intentional because my man's not gonna trend. Skeet's gonna trend. Do you know how annoying that is?
Oh God, funny.
Why is he
think
also
he gives a
posting these
fuck,
ones
though.
where he just
Yeah.
like crosses people out? Like, what is that?
Where he
Mate,
what?
it's
Sorry.
giving burn book.
Yeah.
Regina George.
He's
Just
just
is a fucking slut.
Oh my
Anyway,
It's just
Kanye, if you see
anyone.
this,
Everyone
Bill, I love
you.
you. I pray
don't
for your
love you,
healing.
but I do hope you get
No,
help.
like,
You
100%.
get help.
I think
Please.
it's just scary. Like a lot of the celebrities are going through a lot of the same shit people like us go through, but the difference is
It's public.
They've got money. It's public. They've got a platform,
And people,
and they're surrounded by yes people. Like,
Yeah,
they're surrounded by
100%.
yes men.
But also the women that it's
scary.
happening to, like Kim, obviously it won't stop the emotional side of it, but like she's got money enough to know that she can protect herself.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she
Like
doesn't
whereas
give a fuck.
like anybody else
I
out
think
there,
she's got more money than him.
people are
yeah,
battering
yeah.
down
She
doors.
called herself the main breadwinner.
Yeah.
He
But
did.
Kanye's in a
He
lot
did.
of debt, isn't he?
He did not like that.
He's
in a
so
lot of
reckless.
that,
Can you
like-
even imagine? Like, have you seen that McDonald's offer?
No.
He's just hanging out this big car, like, eh.
What?
Like,
really.
I have not seen that. I'd like to come out today.
no, I think I've seen it over the past week, but it just keeps
no
coming up
way.
more and
I have
more, and
seen
I'm
this
like,
How bizarre.
what is this? Like,
Yeah,
and you know, we put that in the T's and C's. All I'm gonna say is, nah.
But more, you know what? I hope he gets the help he needs in it. But
Yeah.
Loose cannon. On
Guys.
to the next loose cannon.
yeah, guys, little
That's the
backtrack.
segue.
That's
Yeah,
You're a segue, Judy.
yeah.
Speaking of these cannons,
Yeah, boss man, Shimon. Guys, right. For people who haven't seen this, like, where have you been, right? Tinder swindler. Wagwan for that, for real. This
Where
is
do
what.
we
This is
start?
what. Yeah. Where do we even start, guys? So actually, do you know what I want to know? I actually want to know if any of you guys have used a dating site.
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
What were you gonna plead the fifth?
No.
I would have dropped you right.
Wait a damn minute. Don't say like that. Yeah,
But
yeah,
you mean just the apps?
Yeah.
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 I think we're doing up plenty of fish. Like
Ooh. Is that still like a functioning?
Match.com.
Do people still use that?
the ones you have to pay for.
The ones you have to pay for. Damn.
Wow.
Anyway, but yeah.
How have
Christian
people
Mingle.
found using dating apps? Because for women, I don't know.
I got
actually,
barred
I'm
off
not into
Tinder. So
Also, I got barred. I got barred.
Wait, how is this guy not barred off Tinder, but you are?
You are. Yeah.
Wait, you got barred.
Yeah. So
I thought a girl was saying that I got barred, as in like she was
No,
born.
no, no.
I was like, why are you
Hey,
sounding Caribbean, please?
Casey
I got barred after.
Casey got barred before Shimon did.
Yeah, can we just
Tinder
do
needs to
that?
get their
Wait,
priorities
wait,
straight.
so-
Make that the title. I got barred off Tinder before.
Why did you get?
Okay, so God, when was this? Maybe what we now? 2022.
Yeah,
Let's say 2020. I was off
Yeah.
the app.
yeah.
And an old link popped up, was like, hey, how are you? And I was like, yeah, good. And he was like, I see you're so active on Tinder. I went, no, I'm not. Sends like a screenshot of the profile. And I was like, the app's
No,
not
it's
on my phone, darling. So I go to download the app and put my blockity block. I could not make another profile. So, and don't get me wrong, I'm a pretty babe, but not catfish material here, do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I know what sort of babes get used. It's giving those sort of, I was
Yeah.
thinking, alright, great choice, but go ahead. And yeah, I couldn't. And then Hinge hadn't come out yet, so I was like, this is
What do I
bad.
do now?
I was like, what do I do now? So I
What
literally
now?
had to ask our friend. I was like, can I use your number for Tinder? Literally. And every time I got locked out of Tinder, I'd have to message my friend like, I know this, but can you just reactivate it for me? Yeah, it was long. But yeah, I
use him.
literally, I was like, do I get your number? To like,
Wow.
yeah.
Girl, is it that deep?
I was like 20, 19, 20. Yeah, like 2021. 2021, yeah. So I was just
She
like,
was in that moment where she was thinking, am I really going to live my whole life without Tinder?
yeah, pretty much. I was like, how else am I going to meet men at this point?
To be fair, that happened to me when I was 20.
Yeah.
That's so... Actually,
No, I'm sharing. Any real experiences we need to share together.
Except I was in a relationship
From
and this
that.
Dom messaging me on Instagram like, so shall we talk on here? And I was like,
No.
talk about what, honey?
No.
Are you okay? And he was just
Yeah.
like, we've been talking for ages, why are you acting like that? I was like,
No.
oh
Hinge
no.
is, yeah, I've had better luck on Hinge, I'd say.
Yeah.
But I'm not on
Most
Hinge
people
anymore.
have, I think.
Yeah.
I feel like Hinge is just like more personable, isn't it?
Yeah, like you get to know a bit more, but yeah, that's my story. Everyone else share theirs next.
Yeah, Kenza. Yeah, what have you found?
Tinder, I found it entertaining. It was like a game for me.
Girls unlocking all the levels.
It was literally like a game. I was just there. But when I first got it, obviously I don't have it anymore, but when I first got it, I was so, like, I only swiped right on people, like, 1 in every 20. Like, I was so selective about it.
Yeah.
Like, I just was not feeling anyone on there. Like, little things, so corny. Like, somebody could post, like, they could post a mirror selfie that they're good looking, but the fact that it's a mirror selfie, you're done.
Literally.
Girl.
The split second.
I know it's bad. I know it's toxic femininity, but that's my bad.
Yeah, but like, let's not act like they're not doing the same thing on the other side.
Yeah.
The thing is,
like,
though, I
little
think with
things.
guys, they just work their odds. Like, I've literally, like, seen guys on Tinder and they just swipe right.
do that in
all,
real life,
all
though,
the
sometimes.
time.
That's what they do.
Because
They
at
just
the end of
throw
the
it out
day,
and
they
take
just need to
pics.
bunk up their numbers.
Exactly what Katie said. That is a reflection of how they move in real life.
Because,
too.
like, I've had a guy say to me, like, if I ask out 100 girls, one of them is going to say yeah.
oh,
Do you know what I
babe.
mean? But
That's
I'm like,
a lot of L's.
no,
to be
but the
taken.
thing,
Yeah.
no, but the thing is, he's talking about ratio. He's like, you know what? If I want to take a girl out, and I just want to take a girl out, someone's gonna say yes.
That's wild.
And this is why people like don't. You need to start shooting your shot because if you just accepting what comes to you, you're the one that might have been like, yeah, it's a bit peak, innit?
That's so true. But you can definitely tell a lot of the profiles on there where you're like,
Yeah, no.
What were the red flags that you found, like, speaking to guys on Tinder or, like, Hinge or, like, anything? Has anyone used Bumble?
Oh my god, Bumble.
Why?
Bumble
Oh.
wasn't for me because I'm not.
You have to speak to the
can't
guys
imagine
first, innit?
shooting my
oh,
shot.
is that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
women
you
have to.
yeah.
Which is weird because on the Bumble that, I'm assuming on the Bumble because mine would be set to both genders.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming if it's both women, they both can.
Oh,
I think that's how the app is. Because
yeah.
I used to always think, oh, how do they do it? But yeah, I think it's like if it's both women, then either one can. But if it's a man and woman that match, then the woman has to. I
Yeah.
don't know how they've done that in the app. But
I don't like
Bumble
that.
was not
Why?
for
You just don't want to talk fair.
the like one of the very last Caucasian men I dealt with was from that app. And it was. And and I got stood up. Do you remember this? Sorry guys.
So we moved past this.
It
was a very traumatic time.
I thought we'd move past
Guys,
it.
it was so bad.
It was actually a really dark time.
Wait, what the fuck? Did you get an explanation?
Because at this point, me and Casey worked together, and like she was going on the date after work, and she'd been having a shit time anyway.
Yeah.
So you had the date to look forward
I was
to.
like, oh, let me just get
I
my
was
groove
like,
back.
Oh, it's gonna be so good. Like you're probably putting yourself out there. Like just.
What was the vibe? Was it dinner,
Anyway.
drink?
We were just gonna go for a bev. And then I was like, oh, I think we were going to go to, you know when Head of Steam first opened?
Yeah,
It was-
yeah.
That's how long ago it was. It was like, should we go Head of Steam? Because it was right by work. And I was like, fantastic. I got ready at work. I think I came to work full beat. And I just wanted to...
set the scene.
Set
She
the
turns
scene,
up to she turns up to work with a red lip.
Girl,
Like,
I don't
me.
even want to set the scene because
Oh, it's so sad. You know what? Younger me, you'd be
Oh, bro.
proud of me now. Anyway,
It is.
so I went...
I
think I'm so
already,
cool.
So cool. And then went downstairs into the staff room. And if you went to hospitality, please know staff rooms are
grim,
Oh.
dirty.
So I got ready
Not
there.
a place to get ready.
And
at
I was like,
all.
fine, got ready, whatnot. And then I was like, I chatted to him a bit in the day. which was fine. And
Oh,
then,
so you're still touching base?
Yeah, touching base in the
You have
day.
The
You have
odd
to.
That's
Yeah,
another
yeah.
conversation, by the way.
I'm like, you know what? If they haven't messaged you on the day,
if you
it's
haven't
not
happening.
going ahead. It's not going ahead.
Yeah,
These
so
girls
I-
that are still like doing their eyebrows, setting
then
their
they-
lace, like, you know what?
No.
He'll.
Don't, 'cause that actually makes my heart hurt.
No, and then got ready, whatnot, and so I finished work. I did the 9-5. I think we'd like booked for like 6 or whatever. Give me an hour to look decent, and then and then I like messaged him. Nothing. I was like, oh, let me just go like touch up, come back. There'll be a message. Still no message. So I was like, oh, okay. And then I ring him, no pick up, and then
What was the moment you realised?
that is a really good question. Maybe
Are you still waiting there now?
Oh, yeah, pretty much.
Rumour has it she's still waiting for a text back.
And then,
Rumour has it the phone's
once
still
I
ringing.
deeped it, I was like, it's not happening. He messages me,
Oh.
and he's
What
like,
time did he message
probably
you?
like 6:30, and he's like, sorry, I fell asleep.
Oh.
I completely forgot the time, ra-ta-ta-ta, and I was just like, done. Bumble never saw me again, first and foremost. And yeah, that was the second to last Caucasian man that I dated. So that was it.
That was the second.
That was
The last one.
Just to clarify.
Put the nail in the coffin. I was like, I'm done with corks. That's me done.
You
out
guys
here.
need to
and
fix up.
It's not for me. So yeah, Bumble's a no. But Hinge, I've done alright on there. But those voice prompts.
Yeah.
You know what?
Wow.
There's voice
Can you
prompts.
can
on
you
Hinge.
actually can you share some of the voice prompts that you've got, because I've seen a couple of the ones that you've put on Instagram and I'm crying.
Yeah, the voice prompts are like
For those of you who don't know, please.
Yeah.
Like they added the voice prompt feature like maybe not too long ago, but it depends on who you get. Sometimes you get like men that are like telling their life story, like
What
they
is
think
it,
it's
like a
LinkedIn.
voice note?
Yeah, you can put a voice note as one of your prompts. So you know how you use
Oh, and like the profile.
yeah on the
Oh
literal
my God.
profile.
Do you know my favourite ones are
Ick,
just
ick,
let me not
ick.
talk too much, but and then literally like the
Yeah.
longest voice note in the world, and they'll just touch base with, let me just not say too much though, but you're already saying too much.
Too much.
I've literally like I've aged. I've made a cup of tea in this time. It's
Pretty
an advert
much.
break.
For me,
Yeah.
for me
I'm
personally,
unsure.
it's just going to be like a great indicator of like, well, we're not, you know, I'm not even
Yeah.
listening to it.
Yeah.
Swipe left.
It,
Yeah.
That gives me the
Fucking
biggest ick. Once I see you've used the voice prompt as one of your
Really?
choice, there are so many choices
So
of
many
prompts.
You can do, yeah.
The fact that you've chosen the voice prompt one, there's no need. And then that use their like sleepy voice.
Oh.
So you're telling me you picked up your phone at probably 5 p.m. and thought you put on your man's shit out here. Well, sir, have shame.
Do you know-
It's free.
Do you know what? I know exactly what you mean. But as well, do you know when they pick one of the prompts and it'll be like, do you like this or this? And you're meant to put like 2 options for someone to reply to you, and
Yeah.
they just say like, no.
What do you
And
mean?
you're like,
What do you
and
mean?
you're like, wow, this guy's
Which
a fucking
one?
idiot.
Which
Straight
one?
off the bat.
Girls, I've been there. Like, if you give me options, I'll just say yes. Like, I went to Barbarito. They're like, do you want chicken or pork? I was like, yeah.
Yeah, you just say yeah.
And they were like, which one? I was like,
But they're letting
It's like,
you
that's fat
choose the
shaming.
question. You can't. Your question can't be no.
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
But I'm not on any apps.
Not any apps.
Not
at the
because
moment.
I'm taken. I'm just
Taking a break.
not because of taken. I'm just
All the non-corks you can get right in there.
I need to be more specific.
I'm gonna have to beat that out.
That's the one you want to bleep out. But yeah, just
Woo!
I don't know. Like we're back to a bit more normal life. Like it's a bit.
Yeah.
I'd
It's
much
easier
rather
to
meet someone, out in real life now. But yeah, obviously she's not on the apps anymore.
Then, do you know what?
Are you on the apps?
I have a confession.
You on the apps?
After watching Tinder Swindler,
You on the apps?
Did you go try find him?
I downloaded Tinder to see like what wagwan.
What was that?
I was like, let's just see like
Where'd you
how
put your
crazy the
location?
people are. Huh?
I should put your location
What do you mean?
and Tinder. How far out?
I don't even think I've looked at their settings.
Okay.
I just literally wanted to see like wagwan, what was going on there, and about 10 people in this is like in the past week. 10 people have come up to me like, what are you doing on Tinder? And I'm like, right. Whoa.
It's so bait though, isn't it?
If I'm not
Yeah.
talking to you in real life, don't use Tinder and me not swiping to you.
Yeah.
as a reason
Oh my
to
god,
talk
when
to
people
me.
send you screenshot and send it to you on Insta.
All the time. Like
No.
that's just brought me back. Like I can remember.
Her eyes went like this.
So I just got PTSD then.
What do you do?
When I was
Scene.
when I was single, oh my god, I had all the apps. In that like year and a half, my phone has never been as active since. Like I was literally
That's mad.
always on my phone
Yeah.
because Tinder then, especially if you got your Instagram linked. Wow.
Yeah.
The Instagram DMs.
Yeah.
The requests.
The requests
Yeah.
were given. It just said 50 plus. Everyone's just sending you everything, like you said.
Seeing you on there. We
Just
didn't
seeing you
match
on there.
though.
Oh, you on Tinder?
Yeah,
still?
yeah.
We literally
Yeah.
didn't
In
match.
person.
Oh, is this
But-
you? Yeah.
Yeah.
It can be quite like anxiety inducing though.
Yeah.
Sometimes, especially when you go out and about and you're not looking cute. Like
Oh,
Yeah.
That's for
it made me feel like
People just spot me in all day.
Yeah, no,
It's
not
you.
me. But I do think though, dating apps when you're older work a lot better. If that makes sense, because
Okay.
when I say older, I do literally mean 30 plus. If I'm being completely honest,
Okay.
if you're 30 plus and are dating apps, people tend to be on the same page. It's not like
Yeah,
people aren't
yeah.
on shenanigans, but people tend to be like, I'm on this app to meet someone
I
properly.
don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
Have
yeah.
you met
Okay,
a
fine.
lot
Not
of
generally, I'm not-
30-year-olds recently?
Look,
That's definitely not where
I
they're at.
stopped entertaining them a long time ago. So they tend to be on the same page. Whereas
Yeah.
like in the bracket of like wearing, most people on shenanigans.
Yeah, which is fair.
The older you are, I think you have more success on the app. Basically, is what I'm trying to say.
How old do you think they were in the Tinder swindler?
So I'm thinking that they were like late 20s.
no.
Early
Oh
30s.
my
No, no.
I
god,
was
you're
that-
doing them a real justice.
30 to 35, no?
She.
I'd
Yeah, but-
say about
No.
30 to 35.
Yeah, but if you're looking at it now,
do you
yeah,
mean
that's
the
what she looks
girls?
like. But at the
Yeah, the
time,
Oh, at the
girls.
time.
Oh, at the
Yeah,
time.
the
girls. The
That's a
first,
good point.
Yeah.
The first girl, what's her name? Cecilia.
Cecilia,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow, that was really difficult. Cecilia, she was like 25.
Yeah,
At the
because she was
time,
like,
though.
she's
When it
30
happened.
now, wasn't she?
Because she's
or something?
25.
Yeah, I was
when
gonna-
everything was filmed.
I was going off in my head
Oh, no,
like
what they look-
then
no, no, no.
now, and I was
Yeah.
thinking
But
20s.
what about my girl? Because she seemed older. The
Pris-
second
Pris-
one.
Pris-
Yeah,
Prunilla,
she seemed
Prunilla,
grown.
Prunilla.
She's like 31, 32 now, so she must have been
She's
like,
probably about
yeah, she was
26,
like
27.
Well, I think it happened in 2019. So
Right,
not that,
okay.
that long
Yeah,
ago.
yeah.
Oh yeah, because it all happened like right before
Before lockdown.
COVID.
Okay, fair enough.
I thought it
At
was
least
gonna
it gave
be-
them the opportunity to save up. Like Joe with lockdown and everything, because like at the end of the
Clearly
day, their
Everyone's
expenditures
losing
was
jobs
mad,
and
mad, mad,
that.
mad, mad, mad.
Damn. Well,
double down.
Tinder
Those
swindler.
women.
Boy, boy, boy.
But guys, right, put it this way, right? So let's say if you were on the dating apps and a guy's like, you know what, I want to take you abroad. A guy you don't know, you have not met yet, what you saying? What you saying? Are you
Trafficking is real, guys.
yeah, for real.
So
like I
I
couldn't,
thought
I
you were
couldn't
saying,
believe.
Am I
let's
saying
go.
yes
I was
or
like,
no?
No, would you go abroad with someone that you've not even met? Like for
I've seen
me,
Taken.
I would.
On the first date,
Ultimate-
somebody's asked to fly me out. No.
Ultimately, I would say no. But
Yeah.
would I give them the impression that I was on it? Yes. But then at the last minute, I'd be like,
Sorry.
I'm sick.
the way that I want to know though, like
Next time,
what were
next
these
time.
girls' sort of lifestyles? Do you know what I mean?
Well, one was
Because-
living in Disneyland, clearly, because she
One was living in
really,
Beauty and the Beast.
literally, she thought, you know what, when it started,
Belle in her yellow
when it
dress.
started, I was like, here we go.
Because I'm a bit like obviously I'm not victim blaming, but I'm like the naivety of these women was a little bit mad.
They
Like
were the perfect person, though. That's what he knew.
all the
that.
signs that in my job I have to teach people to look out for when it comes to personal safety, giving ID document details is one of the key things that you do not do to somebody that you do not know. And she just sent him his passport details. So like if someone
Do you
said to
know
me,
what, though?
like, shall we go abroad? I'll book for myself.
Yeah.
You show me your confirmation and I'll make sure I book it. I'm not emailing you
my passport
a
details.
scan. I'm not doing
Tell me
it.
about it.
I'm not doing it.
I'm at uni. I don't even like sending people my notes, let alone. my- I
You're
pretend I
well
didn't see it.
tight.
I didn't even
What
see
you
it.
say?
Yeah, like
I didn't see the message.
I'm not gonna lie though. I reckon it was a gauging situation from
what,
when
sorry?
That's a
gauging
big
like
part of it. It's a
they were
big part of it.
gauging the situation. Like both parties were gauging
okay.
it.
what, the
of
women
each
or
other.
him?
Both
Ah.
on that first meeting. He's thinking, how naive is this girl?
To be
Let me see
fair.
what I can get away with. And she's thinking, oh, he's ordering all this nice food. Like,
yeah, to be fair, he
this
didn't
guy's the
automatically
real
fire
deal.
out. He set the ceiling
know
on
And
the
you
first
know
day.
what? I watched a lot of Criminal Minds in it.
Yeah.
And they talk about psychology on there a lot. And if you want people to trust you, you tell them like one small truth about yourself, or
That you-
offer them, or put yourself in debt to them. So like him saying about his wife, his ex-wife, and his child being there, I feel like that built.
She did
She
say
did
that
say
as
she was like,
well.
oh, when he was so vulnerable on the first date, I was like,
Yeah.
She's thinking this guy's harmless.
But he knows what he's doing, because even like
That's
towards the
crazy.
end, everyone said like, yeah, this guy's a professional. You have to understand that this is my man's career.
This is his career.
He does it
Yeah, that's his
over
bread and butter.
He's
and
got a team, and on top of that, he has a team of people.
yeah, over and
Literally.
beyond.
Working with him and for him to
Like,
facilitate
babes,
all
he's
of
got
this.
staff
But
Yeah,
I
that
think,
he employs to do this fraud. Do you know what I mean?
Speaking of how he's picked the women, I think that like that is like 50% of it. I think that's like a big part of it, is him basically like dissecting them from the start and making sure he's picking. First of all, if you look at what they look like, right?
Samey.
Same
They-
vibes.
they are
Especially
copy
the-
and paste.
Especially the first and the last girl.
Scandinavian.
Like,
oh, the last
well.
girl. I always forget about her.
Scandinavian
Yeah, I love her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
obviously maybe mention
My
that they've been
hero.
on Tinder a while. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want to say
Yeah.
desperate, but desperate.
But like
It's
still
true.
pretty.
Yeah,
Still pretty
yeah.
enough not to be like, wow. you're
Girls
desperate.
who are gonna be made to feel special very easily.
Do you know what I thought was a bit mad? The second girl as well, Pernilla, that's it. Here's me calling Priscilla, probably. But anyway, right. Because they didn't even have like a romantic relationship. They tried it and it didn't work. And he'd still,
That's
but
the
he was
level
like,
of finesse.
but he was still like, you know what? I can still work this, and like I can just cultivate a really solid friendship with this person. I think friendship, like breakups or friendship betrayals, are way worse.
Yeah.
Way worse.
And you're way more likely to do more for someone that you consider
Exactly.
a friend.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I think
He just used the
exactly.
formula.
Like an
and
early
he put it on
friend,
her.
I'd more likely be like, if I'd met somebody and I'd known them for, let's say 2 weeks, and we really vibed, and they were like, I really need something, I would be more inclined to consider giving them not
100%.
30k.
I have
But
done that before.
yeah, I
Yeah.
would be more inclined to consider giving them
Have
the
it.
money. Like,
I've given someone 2K before. A friend. Not even really a friend.
friend,
to be honest.
yeah.
You know what?
But
Yeah.
then
Yeah,
I
to
would
be
be if
fair.
I'd been chatting to a guy for 2 weeks and he was like, oh babe, can I borrow some? Have some shame.
And
Have
that's the
some
thing.
fucking shame. You've known me for 2 weeks. You've
Like,
known me for 2
this
weeks.
is right, and I don't want to
Immediately
put
a block, really.
the way that I'm seeing it, right.
The moment I see money, block.
Block.
The way that I think about it, if I was seeing someone, right, and I was having money issues, there is a plethora of people that I will go to ask
My mum.
before I
That's
ask.
20 people.
Before I
Imagine
ask
ask you.
him.
The bank.
Especially if my dad was a millionaire
Yeah.
or billionaire.
Yeah.
That's
the
who I'm
thing.
asking.
I-
That's who I'm
That
asking.
was what was not being addressed at all.
I'd be like, Daddy, can I have
Why
my
was
pocket
that not
money
being addressed
early?
at all?
Do you know what I
You take
mean?
money out the trust fund early.
Legit. Like, I would ask my dad, I'll ask my mum, I'll ask the bank, I'll ask my
The
sister.
only
I would, do you know
person
what I mean?
that brought that up was what's her name? Pernilla.
Pernilla.
Yeah, she's the only one that I think that mentioned like
Yeah.
when he asked for money. I thought it was weird because are you not a billionaire?
Yeah.
And like,
But clearly
speaking
not.
of-
Did you not dissect that
Yeah.
train of thought
and
more?
like all the cases, like the 3 that they mentioned anyway, Pernilla was the one that I was like, you know what? I can kind of
Get how she got
understand how she got bamboozled by
Yeah.
this guy.
Really?
Yeah,
Wait,
because
which one was
first of all,
Vanilla?
there. The friend.
the
The
friend,
friend.
because first of all, she got a lot out of it. Like she spent that whole summer with him in that Russian thing.
Yeah.
She
yeah.
didn't pay anything for that whole summer. Like, fair enough, babe. Like, she
Cecilia
got,
did.
Yeah.
And my man's asking for how much did he ask her at the start?
30K
I think
literally.
30K.
No,
Yeah, yeah.
no, I think it was 10, and then
I was going to say, it
ended up
wasn't
being-
that. It wasn't, I don't think
I
it was
think
even that much to
30K,
begin
it was
with.
10K at first.
Oh, and then she went into the
Yeah,
savings for her
yeah,
house
and
and
then
took
after
out
that.
the okay.
So, like,
Oh my god.
I think hers is more of a case of, like, real fraud of, like, you know, she really thought this guy was her best friend. Whereas
Yeah,
the girl...
because she called him and she was like, listen, no, not okay. And he's like, what's wrong?
Yeah.
And she's like, what do you mean what's wrong? I'm about to lose everything. Like, I know
And she
everything. And then
really-
she was just like, shut the fuck
She
up.
really lived the lifestyle with him for, like,
Yeah.
one whole summer. Not
Yeah.
one date, you know, like, not
Yeah.
one little...
Yeah.
private jet, one night in fucking Bulgaria, wherever
Yeah.
they went. That first girl.
The
she
only
was
reason I'm
strange.
surprised you said that is because she was the one that said, oh, I've dated men of that caliber before.
Yeah.
So when she said that, I was like, surely she knows the difference between someone legit and not. But
he's
I get,
legit.
don't get me
Like,
wrong,
he
I
is
get why
legit.
she,
He
I
is
understand
legit.
why she bought into the
But
fantasy.
effectively,
But
though, what are the indicators? If you're looking like,
He is legit.
yeah, from a
He
surface
ha-
level,
because he's legit because he
It's
does
just not
have
his
that
money.
money. He
Yeah.
does have that money. It's just how he got it.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
not legit.
Yeah.
yeah.
Which a lot of people don't get their money legitimately.
yeah,
Yeah.
He just does it through fraud, which
Yeah.
and through fraud, like relationship fraud, which is like obviously more.
Just large scale. But like you can see like why he would choose. I mean, you've got to be some fucking diabolical, terrible person to do that. But you can see why he went into that line of work, because the minute you're sleeping with people, you're literally catching them at their most vulnerable.
yeah.
So like if then you can hold out long enough to not ask for anything, and everyone's just thinking, oh, this is fine. She was house shopping for him before he started dropping.
Especially
Let
when,
me get this money.
Yeah, that's
especially
so
when
true.
you think about who the woman is. Like she's been single for years and years and years and years.
7 years,
She's
bro.
a fucking Disney fantasist. Like
That's such a good way to
literally,
describe
like,
her. She's still on it, which is mad.
You're living
Yeah.
in far, far away.
Yeah.
Fairy tale land. So at this point, you have a perfect candidate. Like,
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
Oh,
girl
yeah,
is in-
perfect.
you know how some people, right? At least for me, when I was single, I was on dating sites. I was not looking for love. I did not want to fall.
Yeah.
I wasn't even looking for a relationship. I was
Yeah.
just like, this is what you do when you're single.
Mm-hmm.
Her, no. She's like,
She
she's
wanted to
using
find
it
the
because
perfect
she's ready
man.
to find like.
Yeah.
So imagine
Wow.
now you're getting all these like boxes are being ticked. On top of that, he has money.
I think
a lot
that's-
of money.
Something that is easy to overlook, because I'm not gonna lie, that documentary was long.
Long as
I
fuck.
watched it. Like I watched it over the course of
I
an
watched it
entire
in two.
day.
I watched it in 2 parts. You know,
I watched it
really
over
heavy,
the car
Yeah.
over the course of an entire day.
Yeah,
But
same.
in the grand scheme of things, it's still a really short amount of time, because those girls' segments were split into thirds. So as you
Besides
was,
that last girl,
yeah, to be fair, she
she's been
didn't
with
get
him
this
for
time.
2 years.
You
By the
know
sounds
what?
of
What
it.
I'm saying
She
is
should
though,
have had more time.
Yeah,
what I'm
why
saying-
she
It
was?
should have been about her.
what I'm
Yeah.
thinking though is that
She's
like
got beat up and everything.
Oh my god,
Black and blue.
yeah.
She got beat up
Yeah.
by him.
no,
I
it was
missed
like
something.
external. Like I think it was just random.
By
you know.
his enemies or something.
I thought it was random personally.
But he's-
His
Oh,
But what I was
missed
saying,
that.
right, is that she was only being shown like the first girl for like half an hour. So
Yeah.
to me, I'm like, come on, girl, like how could you not see through this thing? But as you were saying, it was over such a mad amount of time where
each of
like
them,
he
yeah.
was literally making sure that she feels really comfy. And bearing in mind, there's other girls that he's done this to before, so he knows how long he can buy this time for before
Yeah.
the money with that those
He's had a
girls run
sample
out.
size. Does snowball sampling, basically.
Yeah, it's mad.
Yeah.
to get it.
It's mad,
like-
and I'm like,
What I do think though was like, yeah, when he's this word, absolutely genius is of him is to bring his baby mum on the flight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
That was.
are you gonna
was
question it?
incredible. Like
Shame
obviously
on her, though.
evil.
Yeah.
But what a fantastic move. Why else would you
She was getting a cut.
and then
she must have been
putting
getting a
your
cut.
baby mum and your ting in the car?
Was
to
that
chit-chat.
was that actually his kid?
Wow.
We still don't know.
No, I think it is.
Yeah.
But who's
Yeah,
the
it
what is
is.
the
He
woman?
does have a daughter,
Apparently
yeah.
that is the
Yeah.
actual mother of the child, and
Yeah.
she was like, I don't feel any type of. She probably benefited
Yeah,
from
she
it.
Yeah, of
basically
course
said
she
like,
did.
"Oh, I didn't know what was going on."
But she already took him to court
Right.
though because of all
Exactly.
this.
You
Yeah.
know what? If you're like a super cynical person, like, and you don't have any morals, and it's like dog eat dog world, what he's doing is like genius, to be honest.
Yeah.
You're basically using literally just your words and your persona and your character to bamboozle people to give you money. Like literally, it's not you're not holding a gun to her head. This
That's what I'm
do
saying
you know
as
what
well.
I mean?
Do you know, like,
it's just
Winning
got it's a
confidence,
perspective
yeah.
of how you want to see it. If, of course, if we put morals into it, it's very, very, very wrong. But for me,
But
it's like
they've
they're not
given
even
him the
old
money.
people. It's not even like he's doing it to old,
people,
vulnerable
yeah.
people.
Yeah.
It's like young.
Well, I heard-
smart, intelligent.
I heard
Yeah.
people saying, why aren't the banks writing their debts off? I'm like, well, why would they? Because these women willingly.
That's not how
Like,
fraud
but,
works.
but I'm
is
like,
it?
you can literally see the text chains. He's asking you for money, and you're
You've
like,
gone,
yeah,
"Yeah,
babe,
I'll do
sure,"
it now.
and sent it across. On top of that, some of these girls have even engaged in fraudulent activity. So, Joe, the first girl, she pretended like she was on his payroll to show that she's
Yeah.
getting X amount of money, so she
So
can
now
take
she
out a higher
increased the
loan.
limit.
She's got no leg to stand on.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
God, I completely forgot about that. But at the time, that obviously.
If
made
my man
sense
ever
to
said
her,
to me,
innit?
"Oh yeah, like it's effectively the same as my man going to me, oh hold this for a bit, or put this there," do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Sorry.
What do you mean?
What do you
Sorry,
mean?
do you know how offended I would be?
Yeah.
What on heaven, God's earth, Beyonce's blood cut world tells you about me that you can come and ask me to hold you? You're out of your mind.
No, you're out your mind. You're out your mind.
I would find that more offensive than asking me for money, if I'm being really
It's
honest.
the fact that, like...
Because that is... I'm at danger now.
Yeah.
You didn't.
I'm part of this now.
You've just
That's
told
it.
me
I'm
you
part
don't
of it
care
now.
about me.
Yeah.
You told me you don't care because you're willing for me to take the rap.
Yeah.
No, I'd rather you ask me for 30k that I don't have.
Yeah.
Because that is so disrespectful to me that
It's
you
mad.
think you could ask
It
me
is
to
mad.
hold
The part that
anything
I'm
for
stuck
you.
on, the part that I'm really, really, really stuck on is I understand with all the girls, right? You're dating somebody, whatever, whether it's for fucking 1 week, 3 months, 3 years. If they are in this sticky situation, their enemies are after them, boy, and they come and ask you for, can I please use your card for a bit, or explain the situation, 10k.
Evidence
That
of the
you,
stabbing.
that you have in your account, and you really believe the situation, but you have the money in your account and you choose to do that. Fair enough, you know what? And you find out it was all a lie. It was all a lie, guys.
But do you know what I still think's mad? Just
But-
the word enemies.
Yeah,
What is this of...
I don't know.
I was
man.
so sick
I
of
think
hearing
This
it's
is
that.
this is
Motherfucking
frustrations
word.
of
I think it's
biblical
like a-
proportions. Who has enemies
that
after
like
them?
I think it's like a
Yeah.
non-English.
Yeah, it's like a
thing.
cultural thing.
I think it's like
Did
a
that-
cultural
Because I'm like, guys, it's my haters. It's my
Are you not
haters.
instantly getting the ick if someone says they have an enemy? Like,
My
arch
enemies are after
nemesis.
me.
What the fuck is
Let's
this?
go.
You're
Or,
right,
or
Marvel
do you
right
want me
now.
like, oh, my ops? But man said, man said,
Yeah,
oh,
I'm for that.
yeah,
What
but
I
my
was gonna
enemies.
say is that's fine if it's the money that you have, like Pernilla did. She had that money, even if she was meant to be giving it towards a house or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's the going out of your way to take out a loan, basically.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you remember, the first girl, he didn't actually ask her to do that. She didn't have the money that he asked for.
I think he
So
suggested these are a couple of ways you can get
and then
it.
in the
this
end,
fast.
but after the first loan that she took out, or the first credit card,
That was only like $5
then
grand as well,
then
innit?
he started to say to her pawn your car, sell your house. all
Tell
this
Amit she need more money.
Yeah, but going out of your way to take out a loan to give someone money who is also a
Can't they
billionaire,
take out a
millionaire,
loan?
That's
No, his
very,
enemies
very
after
Oh, yeah,
him.
of course, the enemies done.
Like, no trail.
And it's just like, how did none of them question the fact that you can come from a family that's that wealthy and, obviously are going to have these issues that are in the diamond industry. That's a weird world anyway.
There's a system
But
in place,
how do you not have systems in place to deal with these security issues?
I mean, it
What's
is a
that guy's-
dangerous industry, to
Which
be
is
fair.
which is probably why
What's the
Why
guy's
he's
name?
kicked
Peter,
it.
he's
the
chosen other
bodyguard.
industries in it,
Yeah,
which we
yeah.
realise at
But
the
I'm
end.
like, he had a bump on the head, right? It's his job, bro.
Who had a
Innit?
bump
He's
on the head?
fine.
Fingers down.
That's
He's
I was
fine.
Bring up the video.
When they all got the same one, I was like,
I was crying.
Is that video that he took on the
Hey,
plane?
love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, it was probably
You
so-
know
See
what?
my love.
They should have known from the minute that he's never saying your name.
Yeah,
that
hey,
video
love.
is going to about
That's
10
so
million.
true.
Yeah.
It's literally
They
like
probably, no, they thought it was
Celebrities do that shit.
innit?
Celebrities
Because
do
to
that
be
shit
fair,
where
if
they're
you're
like,
calling someone in a crisis, you're being real with them, like Hannah. Like, do you know what I mean? But you're just
Yeah.
like,
My
no,
baby, my love,
Yeah.
my darling.
Yeah.
Because I was
What's
like,
my name?
because I was saying to do you know when if you're cheating on someone with multiple people, that's confusing.
Yeah.
And my
reckon
man's never
it-
mixed up their names.
it's a
Why?
full-time-
Because it's always my love.
It's
That
a
guy's
full-time
got
job.
a spreadsheet.
Operation.
It's a full-time job. Multiple spreadsheets.
He's
multiple
got
phones.
spreadsheets.
multiple
I've
security
told this
guards.
lie to this lady on this
Security
day.
guard was operations manager.
We're
There's
not
a
moving
whole
to this
office.
phase of the plan until this
Literally.
day.
There's
Yeah.
literally an office. There's a work. People
Yeah.
people clock in and clock out. For him.
But can't remember who I was listening to, but somebody said that because obviously he literally has let's call it a team that
Yeah.
helps him do it. That is his name Simon? Is that his name Simon?
yeah.
Simon.
Shimon.
Shimon. Sorry. So Shimon was just the face of it. Like he wasn't the brains behind it. He was just the face
That's
of the
mad.
operation.
Yeah.
But the people behind him, whether it was a security guard, that other guy,
Yeah,
whatever, were the
definitely.
actual people. But they just didn't have. It takes a very sort
They didn't
of
have the finesse.
charismatic
Yeah, they didn't have the finesse.
person
Yeah.
to do that.
That's actually mad. So it was a team, effectively.
yeah, it was a team effort, 100%.
That's actually mad.
Someone
But,
had to crop him into the family photos.
He didn't
you
do
see-
that. He wasn't on Photoshop doing
Can you
that.
actually, when they faded
When
him
they
out
showed that,
afterwards, I was like,
when they showed that
Yeah.
picture, with
I
him
was
in it,
like-
straight away, I knew that he had copied and pasted himself.
I
onto
literally
there.
thought, I've been duped.
It didn't
I've
look
been
right.
bamboozled.
It didn't look right. to me. It didn't look right.
Yeah, and I'm just like, what?
I just didn't even deep it. I honestly didn't deep it. But this personally leads me to my favourite subject about lending men money.
Lending men money.
I just don't
Have
really
you
understand.
ever lent men money?
No. Have you?
If so,
So, Hannah, tell me about when you lent some
if
men
so,
money.
why?
Did you take out a loan?
Did you take out?
No, I did not take out a loan. I lived in poverty alongside the guy that I lent money to.
Did you get it back?
Oh, up until this year, I was still, hey, payment pending.
What?
I-
Man must stand in order, yo.
But I wrote off only about £100, so, and that's out of nearly £3,000. So, I mean, I got it back. So,
By God's grace.
moving
Oh
on.
my word! Because I do think the conversation's different when you're in a relationship.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
when,
but
when you're
those girls were in a
single,
And it
relationship,
wasn't,
man.
it
No, no,
wasn't
no.
all at once. Though.
No,
It was
course
like
not.
that. It was
accumulated
big.
Yeah,
over
by
time.
bit,
I think
yeah.
it's
And then
very
when you're
easy
like-
to say like when you're single, I would never. And I, honest to God,
I don't think I'd do it again.
yeah, I would never because I just I know I actually cannot imagine. Yeah, no, I
So
I
what, you wouldn't
just-
lend £100? The way that
No,
I see it with
because I've been asked for
anyone,
that and I've said no.
the way
I'm
that
not
I see it
doing
with anyone, and I'm not
Not when
talking
you're in
just
a
about
relationship, though, it's
relationships, but
different.
I'm like, I'm never comfortable giving over an amount of money that I wouldn't be happy with if I didn't get it back.
Yeah, to lose. Don't lend money you
Egg.
can't be happy
So
to
like,
lose.
if I'm
That's
gonna
not
give you
always the way I've
money,
been taught.
it would be
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna
because you
give it
technically
you.
don't have the money.
Yeah, I'm
then.
gonna give it you. But if it's money that, you know what, I'm gonna need back, I'm probably not gonna give it you. Do you know what I mean?
It's fair enough if you've been with your partner for like 2 years and he's going through a rough time. He's like, babe, can I borrow? I'd rather you ask your parents first if I'm being completely honest.
If you can.
If you can.
Yeah.
I'd rather it not be me. That might be like, oh, maybe you're not being a good supportive, right? I would just rather, I'm putting my hands up, might not be nice, might be
It
toxic.
complicates a
Just,
lot.
I'd rather money not be the issue in our relationship.
hanging over you.
Hanging
Yeah.
over. It's already
Yeah.
probably hard enough because you're going through a hard time, and now you're adding that on top. I can't be your first choice. That's it. I don't want to be your first choice.
Yeah.
Let me say that.
I feel
Yeah.
especially in like a dating relationship, that's kind of that's
I
a
just
no.
don't
Oh,
want
in
to
my
be your
opinion.
first
Dating.
choice.
Yeah, it's
Not
a no.
dating.
And if I am your first choice, I'd rather find out I was your last choice.
Yeah, if you're the first choice, then you're like,
Oh,
okay, so you really don't have friends like that. You don't have family like
there's
that.
no one
like,
else you could
nobody
ask.
So you're
rates you
kicking him
at
down
all.
about his relationships whilst he's already having money problems. So
No,
you don't
in
have
my
friends.
head, I'm not going to say that to them, but in my head, I'm thinking, you've built no strong relationships on your time on this earth. That's
Yeah.
a problem. That's a red flag. That's huge. If you haven't even got a good relationship with your parents, where if it is in that dire situation where you can't speak to them, and then secondary, obviously not everyone's got a family unit like that,
Yeah.
which is fair. Secondary, you've not got one person that you can turn to before you put strain on your relationship or
Yeah.
whatever. That's a bit crazy. And
I
I mean,
agree.
I've already proved that I'm happy to to pay up if the situation calls
Do you want-
it. but-
And even gotta eat now. And
I'm-
even
Next
more
victim
so,
check.
if I can see
Next
that
candidate alert.
you're in that situation from poor money management,
Oh yeah.
not because of
But this is
hardships
the
come.
thing. This is. I'm so glad you said that.
You,
There's a
you're
big
in this
difference.
That's what I was
situation
thinking of.
from poor money management, not because you got made redundant or something like that, or you had to pay for a funeral or something like that. That I can forgive. But because you are shit with your money as an adult.
So I'm like, at the end of the
Yeah.
day, like everyone's got
couldn't.
everyone's got a budget, honey. Do you know what I mean? Like,
For me,
Some men out there
for
don't.
me personally, I don't think I don't think I could respect you as a man if you were that to me.
That's a big.
I'm like, do I wear the trousers? Why do you owe me money?
I would find it very difficult.
I can't look at you the same way
No,
after
yeah.
that.
What? So you're breaking up with them?
No. The
No,
way
I
I'd
would
move
say
is mad.
no. I would say no. I would help you to. Well, let me say, like you said, it depends how you got in debt. If it's because of, I couldn't be with somebody that got in debt because they
Taking
had
out
poor
loans.
money management, like they were doing up gambling or bet.
yeah,
fighting.
100%. Like at the end of the
Yeah,
day,
that to me,
Leaves that
red
don't-
flag.
it's
One
reckless.
goes
We're done,
and
we're
It's
done.
poor impulse
But-
control. Like,
but
yeah.
let me just say, if it's because of situations you can't control, I would just say there's definitely got to be someone else you can ask, not me. But I will take responsibility. Like, I'll pay for stuff. Fine.
Yeah.
If we
Okay,
go out,
yeah.
I'll pay for the dinners. I'll do
Yeah,
this. 'Cause I don't
yeah,
want.
yeah.
I don't want to now feel like I
Transfer,
can't
yeah.
go out for food or I can't do
Yeah.
stuff. I can't go out for dinner. I can't go on holiday because now you're in debt. Like that's not a relationship to me. I'm not now wearing the shackles that you're wearing.
Yeah.
I've got money. I'm not doing that. So fine, I'll pay for that while you deal with what you're
Yeah.
doing. But I'm not taking money out of my account to fund.
Can I just
it.
go
To
back
let
to
you
what you
do
said,
what,
yeah?
what you want, as in.
Can I
pick
just-
it up
You've
and-
already proved you can't be
Yeah.
trusted with your money.
So
At this
I'm
point-
who I
At
am.
this point,
You-
hand me the
oh
cards.
my god, you're handing up.
Can I
Boo the fool here, handing you money.
Like-
can I go back to what you said? How you said you wouldn't respect him and you wouldn't look at him the same.
Yeah.
Are you still sticking by that with your chest?
Well, no, very asterisks.
Amendment.
Depending on how you
Yeah,
got into
okay.
that position.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay?
yeah.
100%,
I think that is
100%.
super
That's
important.
so
super
important. 100%.
If you're in debt because of something that's very much your, like, I'm sorry, the same as this girl, like
Yeah.
Cecilia or whatever now, and now you're gonna come ask me for money to pay off those cards.
No.
Yeah,
Or
no.
because you wanted a new pair of Jordans or you wanted a new iPhone or whatever.
Because
And
clients
now
are
you're
your,
in
like,
debt.
Sorry,
house.
I'm
And
telling
clients
him.
are
Because Clearpay is banging
You
on
would
your
be
door.
saying drop your team, innit?
I would
Your
say
enemies
yes.
are after you, not your team.
I would lose.
Why am I
lose
flying
anyway.
6 people out somewhere?
I have lost. I don't have respect for a lot of people who are like that.
Mm-hmm.
Who pay for stuff on ClearPay just so they can look drippy.
That's
And
poor
their,
money.
and their fridge is empty. Like stuff like
Yeah.
that. I can't respect you personally.
Eating super
No.
noodles in, I don't know, 150
I don't get
pound
it. Like I
dress.
don't like the whole
Getting
living-
into
living
debt for
beyond your
aesthetic,
means.
yeah.
I don't
But you
really
know
get it.
what? That's society at the minute.
That
So
is
there's more
us.
people like that than there are not like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess
I would
that,
argue.
Yeah, no, I think that's completely fair. I
Like,
just know I personally am too judgmental of a person in that context to be like, yeah, because once they've asked me, I don't know how I'm recovering from the initial ask.
yeah.
Because it's so embarrassing.
It's so.
I would literally. I'm
Embarrassing.
thinking of the conversation like we're just chilling on the sofa. Like how does it even come up?
You got to ask me when I'm bad.
I'm literally.
You've
so
got to ask me when I'm bad.
I didn't even know you'd
Like
end,
my
yeah.
literally, my palms are starting to sweat just thinking about it. Like,
And I'm just like, how do
you've
we?
just ruined the relationship.
How have
now,
we
first
even
of all.
got
You've
to
ruined
this
it.
point? And I'm not gonna lie to
Ruining
you.
it.
No, like the sort of people that I have dated and do date, the pride is so high they would never.
To be
the
fair,
thing,
so
that's
right,
the thing,
this
that's
is
the thing.
kind of the wave that I'm on. Like, to me, it sounds a bit mad because I can't imagine myself in that situation.
It's
because-
me too, me neither.
They're just on a level where they would rather, and obviously, like, people can decide what you want with things, but like, I know some guys generally who would just be like, I'd rather do anything
Yeah.
than ask the girl that I'm
Then
seeing,
ask the girl I'm with.
or ask the girl I'm with.